Remember to act poor to get rich. Savings increases. Net worth. A PSA from all televiz. Today is March 8th, 2017. CD Mayor Credit Card X3.78. Good morning from America's news rules leader all televiz. Groups 678. It's on the ID. Today's show is provided in support by Advance Light Years Ahead and by MerriweatherA.Law. Advancing us with us S1L5. Advance Light Years Ahead. Quarter Plant Preferencia. Pink Shorts is also provided support by the Bronx Zoo. Get 10% off tickets. Look at your screen if you don't know how. Yeah, this is how you get 10% off. Get 10% off tickets. Brian, Charles, and Patritz. Enter your email address here and get the code. And get 10% off tickets. Self-Garden Tours. National Fuel, WBLK. Classes Outreach. NYC public students are free. Regularly $12.95. Missing the 7. Free. Oh, NYC. Chaperones are $10. Or $11. They're $11. Just one more and you get win. Chaperones, your $10. Bronx Zoo. And another PSA from all televiz. Don't complain. Find a solution with GoFundMe.com. Don't be a part of the problem. Well, you have a chance to change it with a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Diners Club card. Discover of your choice. Yeah, don't be, be a part of the solution. Oh, all televiz. GoFundMe.com/all televiz. Click the donate now button. Amanda. Enter your settlement amount to help for the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. First name, last name, use your Facebook info. Your email address, country of origin, all 3. Enter your zip code here. And leave a comment. I want to help a solution, not the problem. We haven't had a donation in 19 days, for good sakes, good sakes. We've got $0. How many people are actually a part of the solution than the problem? I'm not sure, but they complain all day when all they had to do was enter your name, last name, email address, country of origin, zip code. 3. Leave a comment. 3. Oh, he's already at the hotel. I mean, we don't understand. Continue. We just don't understand. GoFundMe.com. Be a part of the solution, not the problem. They complain and complain and complain. They just complain. They complain, and all they have to do is Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discovery, Diners Club card, Western Union, Amanda Mattar, 653. All you have to do is obstruction of me. He's already at the tail. All he needs is your contributable donations for you to make a difference. Yeah, everything is good. It goes right to him. You can't complain about 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, when you could have sent Amanda Mattar to his key bank. You could have sent Amanda Mattar to his key bank. What does that mean, Fulton? It means you wouldn't have a recollection. You wouldn't have a recollection. You wouldn't have a thought. You wouldn't have remember this. You wouldn't have remember that. You wouldn't have remember this. You wouldn't have remember that. You would just have a GoFundMe. You guys are good. This is excellent. I mean, it is true. I mean, as much as they complain, why don't you restitute your funds to this site? They should call it donaterestitution.com. It should be GoFundMe.com/all-televiz/donate restitution. Why don't you just give him what they give you to his website and then stop complaining? Ooh. Thank you, Fulton and Anonymous. Thank you guys. Why don't you give those funds back to his website? He's already at the hotel. He would be there all day in a bed, in a double, in a triple. He'd just be sleeping away all day. Go fund him and stop complaining. Thank you, Fulton. Today's show is also provided support by Nesquik. Don't complain. Rest to the back to his website. Nesquik, chocolate, raw berry, banana, deliciously nutritious, 45% less sugar than all leading competitors. 7 essential vitamins and minerals. Don't complain. Give it back to his website. Heather Howard's Malts of Perfection. When espresso, milk, and flavor are perfectly balanced, it's called Macchiato, ACH. A toe. Oh, what's in your toe? I don't know. Oh, maybe we should give it back to him in his website. Give it back. These American Express on his club called Discover American Express. Heather Howard, sit, shop, shave, and enjoy up to 30% off. While surprise lasts. What happened at 50%? Well, maybe they got the point. You can Yeah, you've been telling people about the point. They've been starting with the pet folks. You got it. Nice cardless cash coming soon to near you. Use your cell phone. There from Verizon to send cash to ATM. From Nice credit card processors. Diabone, yeah, and DVS. Choose choose yesterday. You got it. Verizon Insurance and Equipment Protection. Congratulations on your win. If you ever lost, stolen, damaged, or defective device, manufacturer warranty, or connecting with the NSA inappropriately all day, they should go fund you a new one. Yeah, they should do that. Don't chase us. Just go fund us. What's hard about Vision Match Gun Recognition Express Recognition this guy down this club discover? Give him a gift through GoFundMe. Verizon, $12 a day, $12 a month. Craig Stillman, thank you guys very much. And by Sprint Total Equipment Protection, expert support, peace of mind, the most comprehensive protection and support available, US-based support with Sprint Total Equipment Protection, $12 a day, $12 a month. What are they planning? $12 a night. Quite plenty preferencia. AT&T Jetstream Saver is here. Merriweather. Same plan, same data, more video. It rains after court. Get a Samsung Galaxy S7 for free. Buy a Samsung Galaxy S7 and get one more free when you both switch to AT&T Next with eligible service. Minimum $70 a month. Wireless and cell phones that count. AT&T Very Wireless. Quanto Cliente Preferencia. T-Mobile, 2 lines. Only $100 all in. Get 2 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month. With AutoPay, don't use plastic. Pay yourself. Taxes and fees included. Plus, activate HD video streaming and 10 gigabytes of high speed mobile data at no charge. You got German engineering. I love Volkswagen. It's good German, good. It's many, it's, oh, it's many things good. Germany. You've got it. Rhinocool allergy spray blocks what causes allergy symptoms and relieves nasal allergies. This prescription is free when you're on the Patriot Act. Yeah, it's free. I mean, he'll give this to you for free. You don't have to ask for any coupon from AstraZeneca. He'll give this to you for free. Thank you, Rhinocool allergy spray. Johnson & Johnson. We know. Yeah, we know. Good lotion. Saturday. Happy. Narcolepsy is a chronic neurological disorder caused by the brain's inability to regulate sleep, a stable sleep-wake cycle. Don't lose your phone. People who suffer from narcolepsy have mixed signals sent from their brain from the feet to sleep. Oh, Tina Marie. HealthyEssentials.com. This is my part here. Healthy Essentials. These are coupons from Johnson & Johnson, including Neosporin, Tylenol, Visine, Motrin, Mylanta, my Verizon. You've got it, Luton. U.S. Bank as well. Small business, government, commercial, making it just your style. Choose a checking account that fits your life or won't fit. I don't know, but if it doesn't, it's just not a good idea. U.S. Bank, bank with us. Yeah, bank here. Absolutely. Remember, fund us, GoFundMe. Be a part of the solution. Don't complain. Our video's in progress. They've never heard of Visa. They've never heard of it. Turn the volume up.
Um, Good afternoon.
Good morning,
First
Mrs.
off at the top,
Spicer.
I want to acknowledge that there's been an additional
Nice
wave of
tie.
threats
Yeah, it's
to
nice.
Jewish community centers and Anti-Defamation League offices. According to some reports, there have been over 100
We just can't wave.
Jewish
There's
institutions
another
started
way.
this year alone. As the president said at the beginning of his
You
joint
could have
address,
given it back.
quote, "We're a country that stands united in condemning."
You could have volunteered to give it back to
all of
him.
its forms. We
Here, let
denounce
me
these
give you what they
latest
gave me.
anti-Semitic and hateful threats in the strongest terms.
I'm out of
It is
time.
incredibly saddening that I have to continue
Let
to
me
share
just give
these
it back
disturbing
to
reports with you.
him.
And I
You've
share
had another
the president's
way.
thoughts that he fervently hopes
That's no
that we don't
way.
continue to have to
Yeah,
share
this
these
is the
reports
other
with
option.
you. But as long as they do continue, we'll continue to condemn them.
You could have given it
We have ways
back.
in which we can stop them.
Securely.
Now,
Visa,
on
MasterCard, American
May,
Express, Diners Club.
you saw President Trump yesterday continue to
Discover.
deliver on two of his most significant campaign
Good morning,
promises:
Mrs. Spicer. How are you,
protecting
White
the
House?
country
Press
against radical
full.
Islamic terrorism and repealing and replacing
This is our
Obamacare
waiver
with a
site.
patient-centric alternative. We talked a lot
When you
about
steal
the
something, you can give it back. Yeah, this is the return store.
entering the United States yesterday. And
All
so onto
television. Go
Obamacare,
for me.
I'd like to introduce the
When you steal, you had another way to give it back.
Services, Dr. Tom Price, to come up and talk to you a little bit about the plan to
replace
Obamacare.
To replace Obamacare.
Thanks, Sean.
Good morning,
Good
everybody.
afternoon. First, let me just share with you what an honor it is to serve as the Secretary of
What
Health
an
and Human
honor.
Services. I'm the third physician out of
Third
23
physician.
individuals who've had the privilege of serving as the Secretary of Health and Human Services. And the mission at our department is to improve the health and safety of the American people. And we take that mission very seriously. And for many Americans right now, their ability to gain health care or health coverage is a real challenge. For most Americans, they receive their health coverage through their employer.
Through the employer?
5 million folks. Those individuals will see no
Visit our waiver site. Give it back. GoFundMe.com/alternative.
For the folks in the Medicare system,
For the folks in Medicare.
changes at all in the current law.
The current
We're
law.
talking about those people in the individual and small group markets.
Small group
the
markets.
moms and pops, the folks who run the corner grocery store, the corner
Absolutely.
cleaners. Those individuals out there.
Those individuals.
Huge challenges gaining care
Huge.
and gaining coverage.
And gaining
Medicaid is a
coverage.
program that, by and large, has decreased the ability for folks to gain access to care, and we want to make
Access
sure
to care.
address that. This is about patients.
Absolutely.
Not about money. This is not about something else. This is about patients.
Patience.
And sadly, the costs are going up for those folks in the individual and small group market. The access is going down, and it's only getting worse. You know the stories. Premiums increased 25%.
Today's show is brought to you by MerriweatherA.Law, advancing us with us.
116%. Deductibles are going up for many, many folks. If you're a mom or a dad out there,
And Anthony Russo, Treasury, T-Mobile.
Your deductible in this market, in that individual and small group market, oftentimes is
Many.
$12,000
You guys got it.
a year. What that means is that you've got an insurance card, but
Absolutely.
you don't get care because you can't afford the deductible. And we know that this is happening by talking to the
Today's show
folks
is
who are out
also
there trying to
sponsored
provide
by
the care. A third of the counties in the United States,
Lee
one-third
Strasberg
of the
Academy.
counties in the United States have only one insurer offering coverage on the exchange. 5 states only have one insurer offering coverage on the exchange. One insurer is not a choice. So
Canon 3, a judge should perform duties of the office fairly, impartially, and diligently. We accept your resignation. Yeah, thank you, Canon.
On the exchange.
I'm very excited. Very excited.
That were providing coverage, that were offering coverage.
Very excited to do today's show.
There are 167. That's a loss of about 30% in 1 year alone. All of this means that patients are not getting the care that they need.
It's our waiver site.
That we have as our
well, give it back if you don't believe in
affordability.
It.
We want a system that's affordable for everybody. Accessibility. We need a system that's accessible for everybody. A system that's of the highest
quality. Each of you have the choice of giving it back.
In the healthcare system.
Giving it
back.
That giving it back. Giving it back.
Accountability.
Giving it
the president
back.
spoke last week.
Everyone has the choice of all television.
First, want to make certain that those with pre-existing illness and injury were not priced out of the market.
I'm sorry. Then give it back. All television.
Because they get a bad diagnosis.
Then give
in terms
it
of
back.
Affordability, health savings accounts,
health savings.
growing choices
give it back.
For patients is incredibly important. Tax credits that allow individuals to be able to purchase the kind of coverage that they want, not that the government forces them to buy. We've always talked about in terms of what kinds of reforms need to be put in place, that we need to equalize the tax treatment for the purchase of coverage. Those again in the employer-sponsored market, they get a tax benefit.
Is it really
for
an
buying
excuse?
Health coverage. Those folks that are out there in the individual
We built
small
a
group
Shari
market,
site.
no tax benefit, and that's what this plan would do. State flexibility. It's incredibly
If you're
important
sorry,
that
give it
we
back.
allow the states to be the ones that are defining what health coverage is, have the flexibility, especially in the Medicaid program.
Provide an alternative.
Respond to their vulnerable population. Lawsuit abuse. The
There's
president
no
mentioned
such
that
thing as
incredibly important.
force.
The practice of defensive
You
medicine
weren't
wastes
forced
billions and billions of dollars every single year.
because your name
We
would
need to
show
make
up
certain
here
that we're
that you were
addressing that
sorry.
as
You gave
well.
it back.
The president also talked about a glide path, an appropriate transition
I
to
agree.
this new
How sorry can you be?
for health care for our country. And that's important as well, so that nobody falls through the cracks.
No one falls through the
Buying
cracks.
across state lines, buying insurance across state lines. The president talked about this on the campaign over and over. American people understand the common sense nature of purchasing across state lines, and it increases competition. And we need to make sure that that happens.
Oh, look, it's Nike an hour.
Incredible increase in drug prices. There are three phases of this plan. One is the bill that was introduced last evening in the House of Representatives.
$8.99.
The start of all of this. Second are all the regulatory modifications and changes.
$8.99.
As you all well know, the previous administration.
As you all well know,
regulations to a fare thee well.
we're very excited to do today's show.
Specific
I'm very
rules that were
excited.
put out as they relate to
I'm wearing
Obamacare.
savvy
Over
from head to toe.
5,000 letters of
I
guidance,
did everything you
in the
wanted
right
me
hand.
to do
We're
it.
gonna go
Do
through
what you
every
wanted.
single one of those and make certain
It's hard,
that
no
if they help
best.
patients, then we need to continue them. If they harm patients,
We have to talk
or
about
increase costs, then
Coddle.
obviously they need to be addressed.
You could dial
And
it
then
if you
there's
want.
other legislation
Yeah, we
that
could
will need to
dial
be
it.
addressed that can't be done through the reconciliation.
Dial it.
The goal of all of this is patient-centered healthcare.
The goal of all of
Patients
this.
and families and doctors are making medical decisions. and not the
Absolutely.
federal
Type pink
government.
shorts.
We commend the House.
PINK.
We look forward to working with all individuals in this process.
Return it to us, you were saying.
You're familiar from your time in the House with the clout that conservative groups like the Club for Growth and Heritage Action have with rank and file members. What does it say about this legislation that these groups are already?
We have notes here.
To it?
Well, I think that this is the beginning of the process, and we
Let's
look
just
forward
show
to
our
working with
fans
them
what we're
and
talking about
others
here.
to make certain that again we come up with that process that aligns with.
White House, can you confirm Callahan, Thompson, Sherman, Carter,
Adhere to or agree with as well, and that is that
CTS
affordable
law?
for folks, a system that's accessible for individuals. That's
Who's the son of Herman?
Quality, that incentivizes innovation.
I don't know the
that
son of
empowers
Herman.
patients, and so we look forward to working with them through this process.
Good Lord, who's the son of Herman? Callahan, Thompson, Sherman, and you could dial.
Does
Audio.
the administration agree with that? Will Americans under this
Audio.
will they need to maybe sacrifice other?
How many
goods
firms does the government
This is an important
own?
question because what's happening right now is that the American people are having to sacrifice.
South Carolina,
in order
can
to
you
purchase coverage.
confirm
And as I
CT?
mentioned, many individuals can't afford the kind of coverage that they have right now. So they've got that insurance card, but they don't have care.
Callahan.
What our desire is to drive down the healthcare costs for everybody. And the way
For
that you do that is
everybody.
to increase choices for folks.
I'm
increase
Alan.
return the regulation
Ha.
of healthcare where it ought to
Ha,
be,
ha,
which is
ha.
at the state level, not at the
Ha
federal level.
ha ha.
All of these things that taken in their aggregate,
Ha, ha,
will,
ha.
in fact decrease the cost
Look
of
at C. Allen.
healthcare and health coverage.
See
And that will
Alan.
allow folks to be able to purchase the coverage that they
See
want.
audio Vox.
Right,
Vox,
so I
Vox.
have two questions for you. First has to do with guarantees that you can make.
Good morning,
as
press
the
pool.
administration's point person on this legislation.
Oh,
Can you
misconduct.
guarantee that whatever legislation emerges and makes it to the
Professional
president's desk,
liability.
will allow
Product
them,
liability.
if they like their doctor,
Labor and
keep
law.
their doctor,
General
and
liability.
guarantee
Consumer law.
this.
Business
You also
litigation.
guarantee that
Class
healthcare
action.
premiums for individuals will come
Administrative
down
law.
because of legislation.
Again, a remarkably important question because as
Michael
you'll recall, the
Berry.
promise from the last
Oh, look at
administration was if you like your
Michael.
doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you like your plan, you can keep your plan.
Michael J.
Both
Berry.
of those promises turned out to be not true. We think it's incredibly
Peter
important for the
M.
American people to be
Callahan.
able to select the physician and the place
Denise
where they're
Calkins
treated,
Road.
in themselves. That the government
And
ought not
Wolf
be involved in
Bitzer.
that process.
Good morning
So
to
our
Brett
goal is
Bear.
absolutely
Wolf
to make
Bitzer.
certain that individuals have the opportunity
Good
to
morning,
select their physician. In terms
guys.
of premiums, we believe strongly
We
that
believe
through this
strongly.
whole process and as it takes effect, that we'll
Look
see a
at Brent.
decrease in not only the
Audio box.
premiums that individuals
Hi,
will see,
Brent. Audio
but
box.
a decrease in the cost of health care for folks. Remember that was another promise that the previous administration made, that you'd see a
Kathy
decrease
Hunt.
of $2,500 on average.
Hello, Kathy
for
Hunt.
families across this land.
BPC.
In fact, what they've seen is an increase of
Kathy
$2,500 to $3,000. So we're going to go in the other direction. We're going to go in a direction that empowers patients and holds down costs.
Mr. Secretary, you are quite
Andrea
distance
Nichols,
away,
Terry Nichols.
from conservatives with this plan.
Good
the central
Lord.
part of it, which is tax credits, which they see as yet another entitlement, very similar to the entitlement of Obamacare. They're different.
Lee
How do
Sherman.
you convince them, since it's going to take tax credits to make
And
this
Monica
work,
Sullivan
that they
with
need to swallow this
Monica L.
and move
Sullivan.
forward with the bill? I mean, you're getting an
Good
awful lot
Lord.
of opposition on this central tenet of this
What's
whole
going on here?
This is all about patience. And in order
Robert
to provide
Jackson
that transition, in order to make it
Thompson.
so that nobody falls through the cracks, we've got to have a system that allows for individuals to gain the kind of coverage that they want.
Because the White House clarified their site.
Conservatives and others have said for a long, long time that we believe it's important to equalize
D.
the
Scott,
tax treatment
billing
for
director.
those purchasing coverage, gaining coverage through their employer, and those not. And the tax credit is the opportunity.
Can they
to
explain
be able to
this,
equalize that tax
please?
treatment. Folks have talked about this for many,
Can they
many
explain it,
years,
please?
actually, so
Good
that there's
Lord.
not a distortion in the tax code for who's
In the
able to
tax
gain
code.
a benefit for being able to purchase coverage and not. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Secretary, you were talking about making sure.
Good morning, Press Pool. I'm very excited to do today's show.
Focused in on making sure the underserved.
Today's show is sponsored by
equation
Heather Howard,
is the safety net.
e-commerce, e-verify,
To
Aerosite.
ensure people don't fall through the cracks beyond the tax incentives, but also for the underserved, who are now many are now part of the program that weren't before prior to.
Yeah, this is-
Absolutely. Pink shorts, pay the short way, and save your files. Save me some with a peach cobbler, the highest placing in the world. Tweet us via early or late at FRESH
Got a
_
third of the physicians in this country, 1/3 of the doctors in this country that would be eligible to see Medicaid patients who aren't seeing
will be
Medicaid
eligible.
patients right now. And it's not because they've forgotten how to take care of patients. It's because of the rules that are in place that make it too onerous or too difficult for them to see
FRESH
Medicaid patients. So we believe that it's important to allow
So we
states to have that
believe-
flexibility to fashion the program for
To
their vulnerable
fashion.
population that actually responds to that population
Cuddle.
in a way that gives them the authority,
This
them the
audio
choice,
box.
them the opportunity to gain coverage and the care
Chicken
that they believe
pox.
most appropriate.
Find out that is not happening when you give it to the states. Is there some type of punishment or some type of piece?
Tweet us at
to make
FRESH
sure
_
that happens, that they follow through on your intent?
Yeah, there's absolutely there's accountability throughout the plan that we have. That
We have a
would,
wafer
allow
shake
for
in
the
our right
Secretary of
hand.
the Department to be
There's no
certain
3.
that the individuals that we believe need
New
to be cared for
hotels.
are being cared
New
for in the
liability.
state at the appropriate
_ Jordan, JORDNZ, every 20 minutes of the hour.
Is about patients.
Remember, 311, he's not.
Previous administration tended to make it about government.
All
We believe
liquids
it's
must
about
be
patients and
in a 3 ounce
partnership.
Ayala, fixed line life size container.
Wants to make certain that we allow the kind of choices and quality to exist. Yes, ma'am.
Us being London, I'm so
The
sorry.
president tweeted earlier today, he described this bill as our wonderful.
Today's show is 18 U.S.C. 2511.
Does this represent
His line
the
split.
administration's bill? And is there
And
anything
Amherst.
in this bill that the administration cannot support?
This has been a work in progress, as you know. This
I wanna
has been
thank the
going
Four
on for
Seasons
over-
yesterday.
over a year.
Wonderful service.
The work that I had the privilege
Yeah,
of
thank the Four
participating
Seasons, our
in
new
when I served in the House of
residency.
Representatives in the last Congress was open and transparent, and we invited folks in.
Does that mean?
To
Yeah, you guys
give
got
their
it.
ideas, and tens, if not
A lot
hundreds of
more.
people had input
Oh,
into that process.
yeah.
This grew out of that, and over the past number of weeks, we've been having
Absolutely.
conversations with folks on the Hill, in the House and in the Senate, and others.
In the House and in the
And
Senate.
so this is a work product that
This is a work
result of
product.
all of that
All.
process. The president and
The
and
president
administration support this step.
support.
in the right- what we believe is in the right direction.
We believe.
Heals Obamacare and gets us moving in the direction of those.
We want to thank the Holiday Inn as well. Wonderful service.
That bill that's sitting on the table, sir. Do you support everything that's in the bill sitting on the table?
Thank the Four Seasons and the Holiday
Work with
Inn.
the House and the Senate in this process. As you know,
To
the
get the finer
legislative
things in
process
life.
occurred. I'm glad you pointed out
I love a song. Close the door. Seatbelts. The music will sync into the sound system. Temperatures on 67 degrees. 2017. We're in a 2017. Luxury from me to you. You can run your windows up. You can run your windows down. You can ride with us.
And a YouTube. the bill on the pile on the right is the current bill. And what it means is that we are making certain that the decisions that are going to be made are not going to be made by the federal government.
By the federal
They're going to be
government.
made by patients and families and doctors. One last
John and others have brought up here today.
Good morning, everyone.
Does this plan
Our new
already be
residency.
salvaged in your
Full
view? And how do you
seasons.
do it?
No, you know what happens with these things. You start at a starting
Yeah,
point.
they've got
People
3.
engage and they get involved in the process, sometimes to a greater degree.
And no wave. Visit our site here.
Currently on the table and that has a
Visit our waiver site.
are in process.
You should have gave it back to them.
We'll work through it. This is an important process to be.
If you could, give it back.
American people have said to their elected
Said
leaders,
to the elected.
the Obamacare process for them gaining coverage. in
First
care
name,
is
next
not
name,
working. That's what they said.
email. It's
And so
not
we believe
wave.
it's important to
Absolutely.
respond to the American people and provide a healthcare system that allows
You had an
them to purchase
alternative.
the kind of coverage and care that they desire.
You said in your letter to the House Chairman that
Visit our site, GoFundMe.com/Altalevis/donate. You had an option.
So, what specific changes is the White House and the administration looking for in this bill?
Well, as I mentioned, there
What
are 3
about my
different
extra
phases.
food?
One is this bill, this
Go
legislation
fund
that's
me.
working through under the rules
Wait, we have a pulse in the video. Good Lord, they must got it.
of reconciliation, which is a fancy term. to
This
mean
is our
that
waiver
there are
site.
only
Give it
certain
back.
things that you can do from a
What they give
budgetary
you,
standpoint
put it
has to
back in the
affect either spending
website.
or revenue. There are things that you can't
Send a
do in
link
this
to
bill.
Twitter.
Those
We're
plan
sending
on
a
doing
link. This is the
across
waiver
horizon
site.
in phase 2, which is the regulatory portion, and then in phase 3, which is another piece of legislation.
You can give it back peacefully.
that, would be going
Or
through
by
the
law,
House
which way?
with a
I would do the
majority
peaceful
supermajority.
version. You know, just
That process
Go
will then
fund me
come to
version.
incorporate all of the kinds of things that we believe
You have a
are
choice. You can do it
absolutely
willfully
necessary to reconstitute
or
that
forcefully.
individual small group market and to get us in a position
Yeah.
again where patients and families and docs are making these decisions.
Bearing in mind that the CBO scores
Go fund me.
guarantee that this plan will not
Nope. You have a choice.
markedly negative impact on the deficit or result
Manually or forcefully.
What I can say is that the goal and the desire, I know.
This
of the
way it
individuals on
proves
the-
if
on the
you're
Hill
really
is to make
shy.
certain
If
that
you're
this
really
does not
shy,
increase the cost.
you would visit here. You would go here.
Two elements of the bill.
If you don't, then you still have to give it back. It's just we're not waiving. That's all.
Medicaid, per capita block grant to the states. How is that sort of fundamentally different?
This is our refund site. Choose
Obamacare regime on Medicaid in terms of expanding access.
manually or forcefully.
Why does this bill
Manually. It's not waived. Choose
To the per capita cap, the Medicaid again is a
manually or
system that does
forcefully.
work for patients. You got folks out there who need care, who need to see particular.
We can't
physicians.
waive if you don't donate.
All Americans should be
It's an ultimatum.
saddened by the situation that we have when you.
Yeah,
there are
this site
patients out
proves
there
who's
that don't get
sorry.
the care that they need.
It proves it.
We believe one of the keys to
I would
providing
do it for
appropriate care to the
free.
Medicaid population is
I would do it
allowing the
for
states to have the
free.
flexibility to
I would
address
do
that
it for
Medicaid population.
free.
Medicaid populations
I would do
are
it
fit
for
for
free.
different demographic
If they
groups.
gave me
Those who are
$100,
disabled,
I would
those
go
who are
to
seniors,
our television
healthy moms,
and I would
kids by and
fill
large.
this
Those are
form
the
out
main
and give it
demographics.
back
And
to
we, the
them.
federal government, force states
Woo!
mostly to take care of
You
those
got it. This is
individuals
our way
in
of proving
exactly the
sorry.
same way. If
The only
you
way to
describe
prove
that to the
sorry.
folks back home on Main Street, they say that doesn't make any sense.
I would
at
do
all.
it for free.
We
I
need
would
a
just give
program
it
that's
back
different
to
for
them.
the healthy moms and kids to respond to their needs. That's different than the. Than
We
folks who
hope
are
this
disabled
answers.
and
Are we
So what
waiving?
we believe is
Give it back.
appropriate is to say to the states, you know your population best. You know best how to care for
Whoever
your
gives it
vulnerable
back, maybe we'll consider
population.
that.
We're going to watch you and make certain that you do so, but you know
But
how
you
to do
can't
that,
be a
and
part of
that'll
the
decrease
problem.
costs markedly in the
Well, you
Medicaid
can
program.
change
Wasting
the
significant
future.
amounts of money. Not that folks are getting too much care. We're wasting it because it's inefficient. and there's
GoFundMe.com/Altalevis.
abuse in the system. So, in terms of the
In
cost sharing, I
terms,
think that the cost sharing measures
think
are
the cost
being
sharing
addressed. It's
measures
important that we run through that process.
run through that
This is
process.
the process where we
The
felt that
process.
the previous administration was spending money that they didn't have the authority to spend. And
The
Congress is
authority.
working through that to make certain that the rightful holders of the authority to spend money in this nation, which is the Congress of the United States, exercises that authority.
Exercises that.
How does the White House and you feel about the label Trump care?
well, I'll let others provide a description for it. I prefer to call it patient care. This is about patients.
This is not happening. It's three.
This isn't about insurance companies. This is about patients.
No liquor, no
Patients
barefoot,
in
no
this
Rite
nation,
Aid.
especially those in
They're
the
saying
individual
Rite
small
Aid
group.
silently.
These are the folks. I had the privilege of going to Cincinnati last
You got to
week
give
with
that
the vice
money back
president
here,
at a
$8.99.
small business roundtable. And one of the
No
business
silent
owners, one of the small
sounds.
business owners there said
We're
he had
three,
18 employees
and we're
last year
boring.
at
We're
this time.
boring. We're just
This year he has 15
doing
employees.
new
Not because he
residencies.
doesn't
That's
have the
all.
work, but because of the cost of
You
health
guys
coverage
got
that those
it.
individuals forced him to let 3 people go.
You've got to give it back
Now,
here.
they're being forced to let 3 people go because the federal government is
We
putting in
can't
place
wait. If
rules
you
and
don't believe in
regulations
giving
that make
him
it virtually
what you do,
impossible
just do it for
for
free.
folks in the individual small group
Do
market
it for
to provide coverage for their employees. This is a
free.
system that's not working for people.
Do
So
it for
if
free.
we focus on the patients, I'll call it patient care. If you
Do
focus
it
on
for
the patients, we'll get
free.
to the right answer.
Do it for free.
A major complaint of conservatives. A major complaint of conservatives with
You can accept the
phase
money,
one
but
of
you have a way of
the
giving it back.
Bill to replace is that it is missing a measure that
Secretly.
would allow health
On GoFundMe.com/all-televis.
Now, the president said this morning that that would be in either phase 2 or phase 3.
Are there any
Is that
questions on
something
waivers?
that you believe the president
Exactly.
could do executive action and then you
Are there
yourself
any
could do?
questions about
Is that something
waivers?
that you believe has to be addressed
You can accept their gifts. That's
There are
fine.
aspects to
But
purchase across state
your name
lines
should be
that
on this
allow
website as
individuals to
well.
gain, again, the kind of choices that
First
they want.
class,
Some of
use
this, it
Facebook
might be able
info,
to be done from
email,
a regulatory or a rule standpoint.
country of origin,
Some
zip
of it will
code,
require
and
legislation, and that's where we're
yeah.
gonna
Then we'll
need
say, oh,
the assistance of
yeah,
our friends on the other
let
side
them
of the aisle.
go.
The American people have
They gave
demanded
it back.
that they be able to purchase coverage across state
They
lines,
don't believe
purchase
in
coverage
that.
they want for
They
themselves.
gave it back
So
to
whether it's through
us.
association health plans,
They
which
did it
allows
for
individuals
free.
who are in small business
That's
groups, like
our
the fellow that I just
solution.
mentioned, to pool
You don't have
together
to
nationally
ask
to be able to
about
purchase coverage. Or whether it's,
wave.
mom
You
and
need to
dad,
ask yourself,
who
is
don't
your
gain
name on
coverage through their employer,
GoFundMe.com?
through something called individual
If
health
you're not
plans,
there,
allows folks
then the
to
answer is no.
together solely for the
That
purpose of
simple.
purchasing coverage, even though
Thank
they're
you,
not
Naeem.
otherwise
Very
economically
much.
aligned.
You're
That
welcome.
allows people 18, there are 18 million
That
folks
should
in the
eliminate all
individual small group
questions.
market. That would allow those
I'll be waived.
individuals
There's your name
to
on
be
the
able to
site.
purchase coverage and get the
Is your
purchasing
name
power of
on
millions.
the
That's
site?
huge
That's simple.
power and authority that we want to put in the hands of people. That we
Good
want to put
morning,
in the
White
hands
House.
of patients.
How are
And
you?
some of that may, in fact, require legislation. Yes, sir.
This is the ID department.
Thank you. Two
Differences
questions, but first,
irreconcilable.
Congressman John
Avoidable.
Faso of New York has said that the issue
Good
of
morning, Press
denying
Pool. How
federal
are you?
funds to Planned Parenthood should be separate from whatever health care bill finally
Absolutely.
emerges
We're too
from
young.
Congress and is signed into law by the president.
We're too young
Is that
for
the
this.
administration's position as well? And my second question is
Putin's
this.
too
You
young.
mentioned earlier the people who had their health
And
care
years
plans
later,
canceled when
it's
they
not
thought
acceptable.
keep it. I believe in your state of Georgia,
Do it
more
for
than a
free,
million
everyone.
people had that experience. Will some of the plans that were canceled be
But what if
able
I don't
to
have
come
a debit
back
card? That's a
under the
lie.
health care plan?
That's a
In terms
lie.
of
Okay.
Planned Parenthood, we think it's important that the legislature
Everyone has prepaid cards. Everyone has debit cards. Everyone has a way. We gotta go, you guys. We'll talk to you guys later. If you're sorry, do it for free.